On behalf of BPM, thank you for spending your afternoon with us at our annual BPM charity fundraiser. BPM has donated in excess of $250,000 to local charities over the 20-plus years we've been hosting this event. This year, we honor two amazing nonprofits preparing youth for higher education opportunities by integrating college coursework and work programs into its curriculum. BPM is proud to be a corporate work study partner at ICA Cristo and Cristo Jesuit High School. If you have visited our San Francisco and San Jose offices, you may have seen and interacted with our work study students. Your funds today will be contributed to help students at both schools. BPM has contributed $5,000 to each school in addition to what you contribute today. I encourage you to support this effort by buying raffle tickets, making donations, and encouraging your company to join the work study program. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.
When I began attending ICA, it was like a new world for me. It was not only academically challenging, but it also gave me a different sense of socializing with other people who were similar to me, all girls, and we were all the same age, and we were all going through the same struggles. My name is Veronica Calderon. I am from Daly City, California. I attended ICA Cristo from 2007 to 2011, and during that time I started working at Heffernan Insurance Brokers as a high school intern through the Cristo program.
We are a Cristo school with a Dominican tradition. Cristo, you must educate students from low-income families. This is where the Dominican tradition comes in. 100% of our girls go on to college. They must work in a professional environment. The way our funding model works, 16% comes from our families, 41% from our corporate sponsors, and our school then has to raise the 43% to bridge the gap. It takes a community to raise a student. We have our families, we have our faculty and staff, we have our corporate sponsors, and together that's what we do.
It's not just a small school in the mission. They're the biggest support you can have. They're a community that no one can ever compare to. And so I can't picture my life without being a part of that.
When people invest in our school, they're investing in our future leaders.
Cristo is a very important place in the east side of San Jose because it creates leaders, it creates influencers, it creates people that are striving for social justice, and it creates dreamers that allow for future change and positivity to create a healthier environment, not just in east side of San Jose, but the greater community.
It's grounded in the Jesuit tradition of building men and women for service for others. Well, the first time I heard about the Cristo program was probably about 8 years ago, and I was basically hooked. I think, we really ought to have that sort of a program in San Jose. We have a very high concentration of low-income, primarily Hispanic families that would like to see their children go on to college, and it just seemed like a really something we should grasp and run with here in San Jose.
There are 20,000 high school age kids in East San Jose who are low income and underserved and going to low performing schools. And we have the opportunity to give them choices. And so that's why we've got to keep this place going, so that we'll have 500 kids every year who will be able to have an education that'll give them more choices in their vocation in the future.
The greatest needs at Cristo are for partnership, and I mean full-on partnership. Cristo cannot exist without benefactors, without donors, without corporate sponsors.
My name is Ryan Muster. I'm a senior manager at BPM in San Francisco, and I work on the assurance side of the company. And I'm privileged to be a board member at ICA, the Cristo Academy in San Francisco, which is right in the Mission District where I live. We have 4 students from ICA who rotate at our office 1 day per week, and that goes towards paying about half of their tuition for the school year. The rest is all from donations, and so we work for events and things like that to raise those donations and allow the girls to go to school. So it's a great opportunity for us and for them. Whatever people have an opportunity to give, it's very appreciated.
So when Diana Brova and I first went out to the school, we didn't know what to expect. It was new for us and we were a new corporate sponsor. We could not have known that day how much not only the decision to partner with Cristo Rey would impact the students, but BPM. Some of the students have chosen to return to BPM. In fact, all of ours have year after year. So our freshman came back as a sophomore, our sophomore as a junior. And Renato, who was our first student, actually emailed us the other day as he started at UC Merced. Our current senior, Eric Lopez, is headed to Humboldt State. So we've seen the real impact that having them be in the office and the opportunity to go to Cristo Rey has made in their lives.
My favorite part about working with the students is pretty much interacting with them, getting to know them on a personal level. It was just amazing to see the work that Cristo Rey students have done.
If any of you are interested in learning more about Cristo Rey, please reach out to the people here today. I cannot tell you how proud I am of the students at BPM, of BPM for partnering with Cristo Rey, and to celebrate this partnership today.